Come one, come all, to the most phenomenal, most extraordinary, most unimaginable puppet show you've ever experienced. Prepare for an astonishing adventure full of mystery, full of danger, and full of artistry, meant to astound the eye and capture the human soul. The name's Professor Gregorius T. Oswald. But my friends, and we're all friends here, call me G. Today's fantastical tale is the perilous journey of a boy named Kutaro. Welcome to the magical theater of the strange and fantastic.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the final episode of Puppeteer. In the previous episode, we fought Generals Rabbit, Rooster, and finally, Dragon. But the gateway to Earth has been opened. The Moon Bear King gets the powers of every sleeping child on Earth. But as much as I really want to continue right away, I want to make sure that this is the climactic moment that it deserves to be. So for that, we're going to do our 100%ing first before continuing with the story. With our, we check our head collections. The only places we're missing, I believe, is 2 spots left. Or maybe it's 1. I think it's just 1. Heads in Act 4. And I think it's 3 in Act 6. Yeah, so it's 1 in Act 4 that we're missing. 3 in Act 6 we're missing. We also have bonus stages that we haven't completed. Act 1, Scene 1, and Act 2, Scene 1. I haven't finished those. 2 and 3 in Act 3 are incomplete. 3 in Act 4. Then 1, 3 in Act 5. We're not complete. We're missing bonus stage 2. Act 6, we're missing 1 and 2. And we haven't done Act 7, but we should probably be on the lookout for those. So.
Now back to Kutaro's tale. The answer, as it turned out, was south of the border, Loco Caliente. Posters promoting our protagonist's punchfest against the prevailing persona were plastered around the Colosseum premises, which were packed with patrons.
Feel that electricity in the air? What's the occasion?
Vamos, Putaro! Ore, 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 ore!
Thank you. Just watch. We'll make tacos out of that cow head. Oh, you think it's funny? Better watch it. Kataro's thrown down against half the animal kingdom, and he's still undefeated.
Alright.
A festival was underway in the village, and a whole host of decorations hung between the panoply of buildings.
General Bull said the Colosseum, but I can't even see down the road because of all these houses. How do we get through?
The village also had its fair share of piñatas.
Some of them more questionable than others.
The houses in the village seem to have sprung up out of sheer necessity, with one domicile unapologetically standing atop another.
You think we could move the buildings around?
Here's probably where this... I mean, I say probably. I know where it is. We need to get the guitar head, and then, like, at that point. It's early in the level, so we shouldn't waste too much time.
After conning horse into a race, and let us
We just need the
continue
head
our
pot to
adventure.
give us the right head.
The answer, as it turned out,
Or if it doesn't, we go to a previous level, get the guitar head, leave that level, and come back here.
a festival was underway in the village, and a whole host of decorations hung between the panoply of buildings.
General Bull said the Colosseum, but I can't even see down the road because of all these houses. How do we get through?
Guitar head, please. Nope. We'll give it one more try of randomness. And if nothing comes about it,
After conning horse into a race and stomping all over, and so the story continues.
well, we know our plan B.
The answer, as it turned out, was
Feel that electricity in the air?
a festival was underway in the village, and a whole host of decorations hung between the panoply of buildings.
General Bull said the Colosseum, but I can't even see down the road because of all these houses. How do we get through?
There, please. Nope. Alright, time for you playing a level.
Two more pieces of moonstone jingled in Kutero's pocket as he put the Let us
Right.
continue our adventure. Kutero's journey led him westward to the moon's wild... The two hot rodders had left the wild waste even wastier than before, carving a gruesome canyon deep in the earth.
Well, shoot. So much for hitchhiking. Come on, hustle. You want to become cactus fertilizer? Head for higher ground. Oh my gosh! Look! He's adorable.
A cute little prairie dog was peeking out of his burrow. But don't be fooled. This bloodthirsty rodent was a trained killer and tax evader.
So what? He's still cute. Animals need our TLC.
If I recall correctly, all you gave the critters in the moonwood were trauma, lacerations, and contusions.
Yeah, well, they weren't cute.
Kutero made his way up the canyon, desperate to view the cacti. The explosion rocked the canyon, loosening huge slabs of earth that began to tumble toward Kuturo.
Dominoes! Oh, it's always something. Whoa! What's up, prairie dog? Oh, he's even cuter supersized. We really have to go.
Listen to you. Yes, and so our great hero blazed onward alone, by himself, Toto solo, with no one else with him, least of all a pixie. Let's have a big round of applause for our lone wolf.
What? Are you writing me out of the script now? Hey, careful you don't fall.
Sorry.
The magic of the pirate's hook allowed Kuturo to reel in the whole rock face at once. Loosening the rock caused a cascade of sand to pour out like a shining waterfall.
Sure is pretty the way Daddy's rays catch it. Are those moon sparkles?
Loosening the rock caused a cascade of sand to pour out like a shining waterfall.
Sure is pretty the way Daddy's rays catch it. Are those moon sparkles?
There was gold. Kuturo used Calibris to cut through the torrents of gravel, shrugging off the boulders that threatened to crush him. What new challenges awaited him? Our lone wolf blazed onward.
He's not alone. I'm right here.
Of course you are. It was just a figure of speech.
More like a figure of doing it on purpose. Jerk.
Crackling pixie. Confoundedly enough, this particular dinosaur fossil was lacking a head.
No thank you.
All that remained was a single golden buffalo skull.
Alright. We're getting to the dark end somewhere around now.
You can't even touch me!
I win! The general's rampageous rivalry had reduced this small town smack in the middle of the waste to absolute shambles. But a new vaquero had moseyed into town.
My gosh, the insurance claims. Kataro, can you fix up the building? Pull the handle and put it where it belongs. Hey, who's the Axeman? I thought he was part of the scenery.
There we go. Now if we select Act 4, Scene 3 again, we should be able to have the guitar.
And so the story continues. The answer. A festival was underway in the village, and a whole host of decorations hung between the panoply of buildings.
General Bull said the Colosseum, but I can't even see down the road because of all these houses. How do we get through?
The houses in the village seem to have sprung up out of sheer necessity, with one domicile unapologetically standing atop another.
You think we could move the buildings around? What in the... skeleton mariachis?
Well, cast the net. Like, cute. Okay. All in Act 4. Let's read the description. Castanets, a legendary instrument of death once owned by a wandering mariachi's flamenco dancing lover. When the red woman and blue man are pointed at an enemy, clapped together, they ignite the fires of passion, thereby cursing the unwitting target to dance until his or her legs explode. What? Alright, here, stage found. Bonus stage not found.
After braving the Snacker Bosk and taming its watchdog,
Right,
now
let's do this.
back to Kuturo's tale.
Look for that.
Behold, Halloweenville.
Look for the bonus stage.
General Monkey's tasty trap had turned our poor hero into the Lord of Lard. From shrimp to blimp.
Oh, man! We need a diet!
And did he ever? Sorry. Let's just say he raced into a slimmer future, flab jiggling in the winds of change.
That's it, Kataro! You're getting thinner!
Kuturo had plenty of pounds to spare as he demolished rock, bridge, and foe. His globe-like body was a microcosm of his struggles, as if some mini Kuturo was slicing away with Calibris at the layers of fat. Your greatest enemy is yourself.
Looking good, kiddo! Keep it up!
All of human history can be traced along our waistlines. Agriculture and then food storage eventually separated men into the plump and the poor. Call it fatocracy. To narrow the divide between the fats and the fat-nots, someone had the bright idea to ration food out. It was called communism. Want bread? Line up. Don't be like those unhealthy fatocrats. But communism ultimately lost out. No 5-year plan could wean people from the temptation of all that caviar and vodka. It was hard work.
Alright.
At the end of his pot-bellied, stout-hearted slog through self-imposed emaciation, Kuturo had wandered right into Halloweenville.
Oh, this is much better. I can see my toe.
Give me candy or die.
I don't think that's how Halloween works.
Hold on. I'm gonna look for a guide. Just in case the bonus stage is not what I think it is. Alright.
The pumpkin monster attacked with vicious geysers of cream filling. At this rate, Kuturo and Picorino would be drowned.
If we get the cream off the roof, we might be able to slam the house back to normal.
I feel sick.
Ugh, I haven't seen this much projectile vomit since my sorority days. Oh, get me out of here!
You'll never escape.
He's creaming the houses! Fix him so we can keep going.
I will crush you all.
Oh no! The ground's collapsing! Hurry, or you'll end up face first in cream!
There was no safe haven for our dashing duo. Halloween was clearly out to get him.
Ah! Is there no escape?
Now, you are finished.
Run for your life, Kotaro! It's a cream alert!
Run. According to the guide,
After braving the snacker
We
boss
need
and
to
taming its watchdog,
do the level
our
again.
hero
because
and
we
so
need
the story continues.
Candy house head. We guarantee get the candy
Halloween.
house earlier in the level, but I seem to have passed it that time, so it means we have to do it again. This is maybe the one level I don't like in Puppeteer. Not because it's a bad level, just I don't like the atmosphere.
General Monkey's... And did he ever? Sorry. Let's just say he raced into a slimmer future. Flab jiggling in the winds of change.
That's it, Kotaro! You're getting thinner!
Kotaro had plenty of pounds to spare as he demolished rock, bridge, and foe. His globe-like body was a microcosm of his struggles, as if some mini Kotaro was slicing away with Calibris at the layers of fat. Your greatest enemy is yourself.
Looking good, kiddo! Keep it up!
All of human history can be traced along our waistlines. Agriculture and then food storage eventually separated men into the plump and the poor. Call it fatocracy. To narrow the divide between the fats and the fat-nots, someone had the bright idea to ration food out. It was called communism. Want bread? Line up. Don't be like those unhealthy fatocrats. But communism ultimately lost out. No 5-year plan could wean people from the temptation of all that caviar and vodka. It was hard work, but Kotaro shed the pounds. Having doffed his mantle of corpulence, he could once again squeeze into his place.
That's over.
At the end of his pot...
This.
Give me candy or die.
I don't think that's how Halloween works.
The pumpkin monster attacked with vicious geysers of cream filling. At this rate, Kotaro and Pecorino would be drowned. I feel sick.
Ugh, I haven't seen this much projectile vomit since my sorority days. Out of here!
You'll never escape.
He's creaming the houses! Fix him so we can keep going.
You rang?
Hi there, weird ginger kid.
That's Ginger Bean, miss. Oh, who's this delicious morsel? I'll have a bite.
Oh no, Kotaro's been eaten. Come on, we all know this is one of those bonus things.
There we go.
Welcome to Gingerbread Land.
You guys have your own land? That's awesome.
You're telling me? I know. Gingerbread is a soft, moist treat flavored with ginger and molasses. People cut us into the shape of little ginger people and hang us up at Christmas time. Ah, we're the most important snack in all of human history.
Hold it right there. The whole galaxy knows that the most important snack in all of human history is pizza.
Pizza? Yeah. What's that? It sounds gross.
It is not!
Oh, now Mr. Man had done it. Nothing wrecks a pleasant chat more reliably than trying to agree upon food. And besides, the most important snack in human history is obviously pudding.
What do you know about food? You're British.
Yeah!
What? I'll have you know that British cuisine...
I wanted to hear the last that she had to say, but nah. That's that. We now have all of the bonus stages unlocked except Act 6, Prison 2. Let's look at this head collection to see what we're missing. And this looks like we need little foxes hide big animals. I'm going to assume that's in Rabbit's boss battle, since we kind of breezed through it pretty quickly. It's easy we could have missed something to investigate. Any other plan could be best bud. That would be the bee's knees. Probably need something in Act 2, Scene 2. So 2 rounds at tea time. Alright. Also, 2. Take 13-1 then.
Now back to Kutero's tale.
In the level. I'm not going to put that in our 100%
Thanks
list,
to Kutero, the
right
shattered
now,
white
just 'cause
moonstone.
I don't know. It's just to try and find like specific grubs to take out can be a bit of a chore.
Oh, late, late, I am late.
He looks shady. Let's tail him.
Everyone and everything in the land of time was zipping along at a blistering pace. It was almost as if someone had put ants in the packs. And then all of a sudden the ants were all blot out. Even the buildings lining the street were recombobulating at breakneck speed, their heights changing like rippling waves. The sole exception was tea time.
Oh, no, no, no. I mustn't start dealing.
Kutero had dismantled Robo-Dog. Let us continue our adventure. Thanks to Kutero.
Oh, late, late, I am late.
He looks shady. Let's tail him.
Everyone and everything in the land of time was zipping along at a blistering pace. It was almost as if someone had put ants in the packs of shame. And then all of a sudden the ants were all blot out. Even the buildings lining the street were recombobulating at breakneck speed, their heights changing like rippling waves.
Oh, no, no, no. I mustn't start dealing her. Late, late, late.
Hold it, Buster. You work for the Moon Bear King.
Yes. Stop distracting me or he'll have my head.
Well, that proves it. Come on. He's got a piece of the moonstone.
I must conquer the land of time.
Made
Post
it!
haste.
Oh, look out! Woo! Safe.
Even the chimney sweeping seemed to be chronologically impaired. What had done this to the land of time? What should have been running like clockwork had been reduced to running in circles.
The clock! I must fix the clock.
stops when you have playing cards. I always want to enjoy a fragrant tea amidst all this soot.
First world problems, Bunny Man.
By popular demand, I shall traverse these precarious cards atop a unicycle.
An enormous chimney loomed before them, and a deluxe-sized chimney brush to match. Coutureau's search for General Rabbit had turned into a wild hopscotch across the land of Time's rooftops. The flow of time has a pronounced effect on any city's skyline as the past is dismantled, the present constructed, and the future imagined. Dreams and aspirations become the girders upon which life is built and rebuilt in the name of progress. It just usually happens a lot slower. Like everything else around here, the shooting stars weren't exactly shooting straight. They'd lance across the sky one moment, only to stop dead in their tracks the next. Of course, it made it much easier to wish upon them. You could probably sneak in multiple wishes. The locals were true romantics, peering through their telescopes and trying to count the stars as they blinked by, which took patience with all this chimney smoke in the way.
My head for this. Yes, yes, sure as rabbit's feet are lucky.
The locals were true romantics, peering through their telescopes and trying to count the stars as they blinked by, which took patience with all this chimney smoke in the way.
I'll have my head for this. Yes, yes, sure as rabbit's feet are lucky.
Like everything else around here, the layout of a house changes to its appropriate form with the passage of time. The larger the number of your family, the greater the number of rooms in your house. Then, of course, you no longer need the rooms if you no longer have your family. The house is too big without a family. What was wrong with me?
What happened to you? Actually, I don't really want to hear that.
The land of time had an old and well-established observatory where time was closely watched, a calendar devised, and the stars slid around. Like everything else around here, the layout of a house changes to its appropriate form with the passage of time. The larger the number of your family, the greater the number of rooms in your house. Then, of course, you no longer need the rooms if you no longer have your family. The house is too big. Without a family. What was wrong with me?
What happened to you? Actually, I don't really want to hear that.
The land of Time had an old and well-established observatory where time was closely watched, a calendar devised, and the stars slid around to make it all work.
Right. Intended the wibbly wobbly realm.
Time was a bit funny in here, but General Rabbit's high way of playing cards let him quite literally pass the hours.
Eh? Why are you stalking me?
Don't play dumb. We're gonna beat you up and take back your Moonstone Shard. Follow that rabbit! I thought diamonds were a girl's best friend.
A fair weather friend, maybe. The game would not start until Kuturo cut the deck. Bit by bit, sand drained into the hourglass. It was the future slipping away, piling up to form the past.
Whoa! The Joker is wild! Ugh, these stupid cards are in the way!
Waiting is unfortunately part of the game, but a good card shark uses that time to plan his next move.
What? You again? I am far too busy for this harassment. I have history to rewind, a land to conquer. Excusez-moi.
Hey, get back here! Face Kataro fair and square!
Our hero soon encountered everyone's favorite card trick, the buzzsaw.
That's not a card trick!
Kuturo laid all his cards on the table. This was it. A fine hat trick for Kuturo.
This is our stop.
Would you stop interfering? I have to go back 3 whole years before I can fix that blasted clock.
The ace trumps all, especially when it's 5 aces of spades.
That's cheating!
Kuturo hopped over the questionable hand and scrambled ever higher.
Hurry up! It's fold or be folded!
Boss feathers then.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. Monsieur Lapin's magic show is about to begin. First, flip a card. Any card. Now, let us cut the deck. Flip again. Just
We'll have to fight magic with magic, card for card.
my cards! Stop trying to peek backstage!
That rope looks ready to snap.
Behold this! What's this for again?
How dare you leave me in there to rot?
Ooh, that's gotta sting.
And now, the flying daggers. Flip again. Behold this box!
Nice escape there, Houdini.
Flip again. Shuffle. And again. Flip again.
Go.
Aha! I was saving this. Ta-da! Wasn't that something?
Oh, it was something.
Next up. Wait, no. Where is it? Lost it. Ah! Am I out of tricks? Fine. You leave me no choice. Gladius auriculus. Here. Time to disappear, you pest. My magic hat. Wait. Time out. Stop!
That's what you get for abracadabbling with us. All right, another one in the bag.
Yes, good boy. Gather.
That one's always fun. But I'm glad we got to see
With the help
more
of
the fun
Calibris,
jokes.
Kuturo defeated the menace and saved the souls of a lucky few. Well done, Kuturo! The souls he freed were homeward bound. Our hero's rabbit chase. Now
Alright.
back to Kuturo's tale.
Time for this.
No world is complete without a clock tower, and the moon is no exception. But the hands of this...
To bear or not to bear? Who is she, this...
Alright, here we go.
Primly precise hedges were prankishly preventing Kuturo's progression. Of course, Kuturo had prudently come pre-equipped with the proper pruners.
Really, I hope you're happy with yourself. I went to all that trouble to hide myself, but what's the point exactly if you're going to march into my garden and mercilessly slip away at my disguise? I might as well be wearing a lampshade. I mean, I'd probably itch less, not that you care.
Show a little gratitude? Kataro just, like, saved you. Do you have any idea who he is?
Lost soul, rightful bearer of Calibris, hero of the moon. Yes, all very obvious, very clear to the naked eye. But, you see, that's why I'm getting pernickety. You're being far too reckless. You probably ride your bicycle at night without a helmet. And do you really expect to defeat the Moon Bear King like that? Really? But never mind, what's done is done. Milk spilt, not crying, moving on. Corrective measures can be taken. Proverbial mop for the proverbial dairy disaster, yes. Now, introductions. The name's Galahagrid Mulberry Time the Wasted. Goddess appointed Warden of the Land of Time, Clock Tower / Watchman / General Manager of what we call Dream Time, etc. ad infinitum. I know, lots of information to digest. Probably didn't catch it. Just call me GMT. It's a pun. Clever, you see. No, this is going right over your head, isn't it? Your mothers didn't read to you much, poor things. Forget it then. You can call me Mr. Pink.
Mr. Pink? Okay. So, like, why were you hiding in a bush again?
Ah, must we go over every detail? Clocks ticking, sand trickling out of the hourglass. Come on now. Fine, here we go. Class is in session. Have a seat, or stand, or hover, whatever. Basically, this all started with dreams. The goddess, because she's rather smart, decided that there should be a certain parity, that means equality, in how we interact with children in their dreams, which of course led to the construction of the clock tower, built by a watchmaker by the name of...
For crying out loud! Can you just give us the abridged version? Ugh, you talk faster than most sane people think, and we've got a lot to do.
Shameful, simply lamentable, the attitude of our young people today, shrugging aside the weighty implications of their history and heritage, demanding instant gratification, reading spoilers of movies they haven't yet seen. Dreadful, this kind of rapid culture death. Just give the Moon Bear King the edge, you know?
No, us dying of boredom will give him the edge. Come on, don't tell me the great Mr. Pink doesn't know how to be concise. Get with the times! You're a bird! Don't we know how to tweet? 140 characters or less. Go!
Oh, wow. Hey!
That clock controls when children dream. Stop. Only I can operate it in the goddess's absence. Stop. I hid from @NBK to keep him from using it for evil. Stop.
140! Well done! So, the Moon Bear King is after your clock. Wait, what does he want with a clock? Can't he buy a watch?
I'll have to explain that too. All right.
20 words or less.
He wants to permanently stop the clock hands at midnight, but he needs me to do it.
Great. That does sound bad. What happens if the hands stop at midnight?
Dreamtime will be frozen at the darkest hour, never to flow again. In short...
Yes, please. Oh no! Mr. Pink!
Harry! If the Moon Bear King uses me to stop that clock, we're all...
And for once, Mr. Pink was at a loss for words. The last guardian of the clock tower was in Rooster's clutches, and the Moon Bear King was poised to plunge all the Earth's children into an eternal nightmare. Couturo dashed through the verdant labyrinth, determined to free Mr. Pink from the diabolical General Rooster.
The Moon Bear King? What's he doing here?
As I said, now a sweet little bee is here.
Well, this casting is too ridiculous.
Luckily, the honeybees came to Couturo's rescue, and he escaped the danger. Now, lunar honeybees are known to sometimes carry moon sparkles back to their hive instead of nectar. By painstakingly purging the hive of the moon sparkles, like so, the bees are able to produce a honey of the purest variety.
I do love me some honey.
What's not to love about nectar the bees found who knows where, and stored in ant-like stomachs, only to vomit it up again so they can mix it with gooey gobs of bee spit.
Ugh, what? Have you got something against...
Oh, there's the bonus stage.
Look at the ladybugs! Bees, too!
Quickly, lad! You must emancipate me, which, as you know, more or less derives from Latin, meaning deliver from the hands of. Indes, you must free me from General Rooster's talons
it came to
and
life.
hands, and thereby render me liberated. Yes! Now, freedom may seem subjective, however...
Hey.
Gags, can't you move any faster? I am in trouble, you know. I mean, you've got stumpy appendages, but a bit of urgency ought to compensate for walking rate. Unless you've already written me off as a disposable character. Yes, well, I have a few things to say about that.
Oh my gosh! Talk, talk, talk! Kataro's gonna ditch you if you don't stop polluting the air with your noise. Nobody likes a wisecracking motor mouth who flies around and tells people what to do. Trust me, I deal with people like that all the time.
I have a feeling our beloved audience knows exactly what Picarina is talking about. On through the verdant labyrinth Couturo dashed, as Mr. Pink...
What in blazes is taking so long? It's your fault I'm even in this predicament, you and your... Snip, 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 why don't I slice up Mr. Pink's
The
disguise and
garden
ruin everything and
stretched
destroy
on
the world because I feel like it?
I see we've upgraded to
Couturo
dinosaurs.
found himself astride a Triceratops, second only to the T-Rex on the dinosaur top 40.
There's a top 40?
Have you got your ends and your means mixed up? Because in the end, you need to rescue me, and that means you have to hurry!
Whoa!
You see what I did there?
And multiplied.
The thing about Triceratops is that they're hard to classify. Alas, the
gosh.
twisted topiary
Kataro's
topography
promise to
was
overlook
making
dinosaurs.
Mr. Pink's
Promise
rescue
me.
rather difficult.
I have a feeling next editing.
What a tea, hun! In fact, have the whole leopard!
Don't
be ridiculous. Leopard spots aren't made of tea. They're made of a special pigmentation that, in actual fact, is...
Kutaro found himself an unwilling guest at General Rooster's afternoon tea. But there was no time to sit back and nibble on pastries. He had to leap from table to table just to keep up with his host.
Go on! Don't let the tea get cold. You have all the time in the world.
Oh yeah, tons.
Kutaro sheared a path along General Rooster's trail of feathers and moved to the next table. It's important at these sorts of functions to make the rounds and socialize a bit. One can't be rude and keep to oneself.
Here we go. We have the teacup. And X6 heads are complete. Just those descriptions. Elephant. An agile elephant that balances on boulders to get around. This, and unicycles, are pretty much the norm for elephant locomotion on the moon. The only place you might see a pachyderm on all fours is in a circus tent. And even then, most onlookers would agree the act is thoroughly pedestrian. A strange flower known as the honeycomb. To protect its vast reserves of nectar from honeybees, it disguises itself as the hive of their nemesis, the hornet. However, in rare cases where the honeybees catch on, the honeycomb is hacked to pieces and carted away. They don't sting a stinger, as they say. Teacup. The latest passenger car from a lunar venture firm. It magically revolves at high speed, thereby canceling out gravity and producing lift. Its creators thought they had something revolutionary. The car was discontinued after reports of dizziness and nausea. Excess stock was repurposed as tableware. Okay. Right. Let's see about trying these levels again, and getting a little star.
Kutaro had been snatched away by an enormous arachnid. But why didn't he end up as dinner? Perhaps the spider mistook Kutaro for one of her 10,000 children. Hard to keep track of all those little darlings, even with 8 eyes.
No! Try again.
Kutaro had been snatched away by an enormous arachnid. But why didn't he end up as dinner? Perhaps the spider mistook Kutaro for one of her 10,000 children. Hard to keep track of all those little darlings, even with 8 eyes.
There we go. Now I never want to do it again. Very sorry to fellow insecto and arachnophobes for having to deal with that. I should have given more warning.
Unlike wild carp, which are sort of grey and brown, the koi is a domesticated variety prized for its panoply of colours. Right now, Kutaro is hitching a ride on a Yamabuki Gold. But I'm personally much fonder of the tri-coloured Sankei. Something about those sublimely balanced splotches of red and black upon that fishy white canvas. Oh, it sends me into raptures.
That's nice, Shock. But this is a streamer. It's made of polyester. Golden polyester, but it still ain't breathing.
Here we go. Wait. 3, curtain 2, bonus stage. This is a jellyfish one, I believe.
Jellyfish, jellyfish, lucent and free, how graceful, how fair, there adrift in the sea. Why swish a fin? The fish have it worse. Why cling to rocks? That's a barnacle's curse. Food comes to you, you spawn as you please. The poison within you makes defense a breeze. Oh, what I'd give to do nothing so well, to float with aplomb and at wafting excel. Jellyfish, jellyfish, lord of the brine, oh, how I wish that your life were mine.
Yeah, 'cause wouldn't it be great to not have a spine?
We almost saw the death of Kudaro. Alright. Act 3, Curtain 3 on stage.
Naturally, the submarine was yellow, as all self-respecting submarines should be. It was like a buttery yellow sunset, as the age of turmoil melted away to reveal a far-out, trippy era of peace, where your grandmother darned your socks and you could knock on your neighbor's door without carrying a pepper spray.
What the heck are you talking about?
That was the simple one. Right, Act 4, Curtain 3. I believe this one is the one involving a lion. Yep.
The king of the beasts, the lion, has been prized throughout history as one of its greatest marvels. From ancient Roman...
Replay, yes. What? Is that really the end?
The king of the beasts, the lion, has been prized throughout history as one of its greatest marvels. From ancient Roman colosseums right up to the circus tents of today, crowds have flocked to see ordinary men pitting against this majestic animal. And they usually root for the lion. Now it's your turn, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as the Magical Theatre proudly presents the Circus Gregorius's breathtaking, hair-raising puppet on Pinata Lion Extravaganza!
5, scene 1.
Once upon a time, there lived a poor little puppet named Kuturo. From dawn till dusk, a horrible witch worked Kuturo to the bone, while his wicked step-friend, Picarina, laughed and called him names. Then one day, Kuturo used his fairy head magic to turn an ordinary pumpkin into an impressive coach that carried him right to Prince Moonbear King's doorstep at the Black Castle. But the magic expired prematurely, and as Kuturo fled, he dropped his real head, along with his personality and memories, on the castle steps.
What kind of goofball Cinderella story is that? First of all, get your casting right. I am so not the wicked stepfriend. There's no such thing as a stepfriend. Besides, I'm pure-hearted and kind and beautiful. Everyone loves me. I should be cast as a princess, obviously. You know, with a tiara. I should be the star. Anyway, get your facts straight before I take my copy of room.
This one's with Nebula Oblongata.
Bungee jumping. This is the core idea behind many an amusement park attraction. After all, who doesn't love a good gravity-induced thrill? The human body was practically made to be tied to an elastic cord and hurled toward a springy climax. Bungee jumping relieves stress, douses depression, and keeps boring old reality at bay. And it's easy. Young and old can all get in on that bungee action. All you need is what? A doorknob and a rubber band? Get to it, kids!
How did I fail that? Also, no. No, G. Don't encourage that with your... Not safe.
Bungee jumping.
That jump wasn't safe. Hold on.
Bungee jumping. This is the core idea behind many an amusement park attraction. After all, who doesn't love a good gravity-induced thrill? The human body was practically made to be tied to an elastic cord and hurled toward a springy climax. Bungee jumping relieves stress, douses depression, and keeps boring old reality at bay. And it's easy. Young and old can all get in on that bungee action. All you need is what? A doorknob and a rubber band? Get to it, kids!
This isn't that hard. Why am I struggling on this? Alright, this time for sure.
Bungee jumping. This is the core idea behind many an amusement park attraction. After all, who doesn't love a good gravity-induced thrill? The human body was practically made to be tied to an elastic cord and hurled toward a springy climax. Bungee jumping relieves stress, douses depression, and keeps boring old reality at bay. And it's easy. Young and old can all get in on that bungee action. All you need is what? A doorknob and a rubber band? Get to it, kids!
What the? I did not tell you to do that, controller.
Bungee jumping. This is the core idea behind many an amusement park attraction. After all, who doesn't love a good gravity-induced thrill? The human body was practically made to be tied to an elastic cord and hurled toward a springy climax. Bungee jumping relieves stress, douses depression, and keeps boring old reality at bay. And it's easy. Young and old can all get in on that bungee action. All you need is what? A doorknob and a rubber band? Get to it, kids!
There we go. Time for aliens.
On the 8th of July, 1947, a single flying saucer crashed down in Roswell, New Mexico. The U.S. military recovered extraterrestrial beings known as Greys from the crash site and performed autopsies. And that was just the first close encounter. Beginning in the 1960s, people began reporting sightings, abductions, cattle mutilations, and other strange phenomena, all connected to the Greys. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we get to see this strange and fascinating species firsthand.
Oh, please! The Greys are just one big hoax. There's like zero scientific evidence. You might as well call them purples or Bertsianas. Look, the only places that support life are the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun. Fact.
come on. That was the end, I was sure of it.
On the 8th of July 1947, a single flying saucer crashed down in Roswell, New Mexico. The US military recovered extraterrestrial beings known as Greys from the crash site and performed autopsies. And that was just the first close encounter. Beginning in the 1960s, people began reporting sightings, abductions, cattle mutilations, and other strange phenomena, all connected to the Greys. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we get to see this strange and fascinating species firsthand.
Oh, please! The Greys are just one big hoax. There's like zero scientific evidence. You might as well call them purples or burnt siennas. Look, the only places that support life are the Earth, the Moon, and the Sun. Fact.
There we go. This one we won't be able to get the secret on because it requires a head we do not have.
Luckily, the honeybees came to Kutero's rescue, and he escaped the danger. Now, lunar honeybees are known to sometimes carry moon sparkles back to their hive instead of nectar. By painstakingly purging the hive of the moon sparkles, like so, the bees are able to produce a honey of the purest variety.
I do love me some honey.
What's not to love about nectar the bees found who knows where and stored in ant-like stomachs, only to vomit it up again so they...
Replay.
Luckily, the honeybees came to Kutero's rescue, and he escaped the danger. Now, lunar honeybees are known to sometimes carry moon sparkles back to their hive instead of nectar. By painstakingly purging the hive of the moon sparkles, like so, the bees are able to produce a honey of the purest variety.
I do love me some honey.
What's not to love about nectar the bees found who knows where and stored in ant-like stomachs, only to vomit it up again so they...
I really don't like sitting through that, listening to G do that description. Please. I'll give this one more attempt, and if not, we'll try it after we beat the game.
Luckily, the honeybees came to Kuturo's rescue, and he escaped the danger. Now, lunar honeybees are known to sometimes carry moon sparkles back to their hive instead of nectar. By painstakingly purging the hive of the moon sparkles, like so, the bees are able to produce a honey of the purest variety.
I do love me some honey.
What's not to love about nectar the bees found who knows where, and stored in ant-like stomachs, only to vomit it up again so they can mix it with gooey gobs of bee spit.
Ugh, what? Have you got something against honey?
No, but I can't say I've anything to say for it either.
We've run out of time. I gave it an honest attempt, but I think we're done for now. We've delayed long enough. Act 7, The Tyrant King. G, take away the narration. Catch us up.
Kuturo had decommissioned Dragon, but now the Moonbear King possessed a dreadful power. With the witch in captivity, what was a hero to do? The stage is set for the final act in Kuturo's saga.
We have a winter level. Winter and ice are always symbolic in a darkest hour moment.
Let us continue our adventure. Hot on General Monkey's heels, Kuturo and Picarina stumbled into a steep, snowy mess of peaks called the Mean Moon Mountains. The last moonstone shard was all Kuturo needed to free his soul from its puppet prison and return to his home down on Earth. But our hero remained troubled as he climbed. He knew General Dragon and that clock had given the Moonbear King control over every last child's soul. As Jack Frost nipped at the boy's fingers and toes, a cold and unshakable suspicion was starting to tug at his heart.
Wait, Your Highness, this is all a terrible mistake. Did I mention your fur looks especially lustrous today?
Spare me the theatrics. I know exactly who you are.
Then get your grimy paws off me, Guppy!
You thought you could pull a fast one on me, eh, Granny? But you were wrong! Once I've slapped down every last soul of every child on Earth, no moon goddess, not even the sun, will be able to stop me!
Kuturo still can! Calibros chose him for a reason! The power of the four champions will see him through to his final task! He's going to restore the White Moonstone and bring light back to this realm, you poor, stupid bear! I can't wait to watch him knock the stuffing out of you!
Shut up! Bring it on, Kuturo!
Bring him down, Kuturo!
You will never complete that moonstone, boy! Never!
Stand and fight, you coward!
At the very first glimpse of Kuturo, General Monkey ran as fast as his legs would take him.
Gee, I wonder if those icicles will fall. Careful you don't slip on the icy patches. Whoa! What is that? Sure is wobbly. I hope it doesn't
Oh,
collapse.
darn it.
Oh, I hate high places.
But you can fly!
It's a Mrs. Yeti.
A what?
Whoa! Watch your step. You've
What?
got slippage.
Just stay calm, dear. Slow and steady wins the race.
No, it doesn't. More Yeti. These guys are sound sleepers.
Well, who says Yeti can't hibernate?
Woohoo! A ski jump. Cool.
You know, some say that ski jumping began as a crude form of capital punishment.
Okay, not cool. You're not a tree, deceiver.
You will never catch me!
What are you doing there? Are you trying to get butt pneumonia or something?
With each passing moment, the Moon Bear King's power increased. The mountain was a stubborn, snowy sentinel, but Kuturo forced himself to trudge on. He had to complete the White Moonstone. He just had to.
The tunnel's buried in
General Monkey was a crafty one. He knew he didn't have to fight Kutaro. He'd already won, just so long as he kept the last Moonstone shard out of reach. In the end, it wasn't brute strength or poison, but ingenuity that was giving Kutaro the most trouble.
Okay, seriously, dude, what's up? You're gonna get sick. Squirrels! Oh, they're fighting over it. I guess one's not enough. Aw, look at those happy campers digging.
As Kutaro climbed higher, the snow quickly turned to a blizzard. Snowballs, great and small, began tumbling down the slope. A gift from Monkey? Who knows?
No one's gonna comment on the figure in the backpack?
Ugh, thank you, Secret Passage. I've had enough of winter trying to kill me. Did we just crash Santa's secret lair?
And you probably thought Christmas trees, stockings, and presents were an Earth thing.
They didn't finish decorating the tree. Lame. Why don't we decorate it? Yay! It's a present from Santa! Oh, the lousy cheapskate! I guess the economy's bad in the North Pole too, huh? Why don't you just give us some coal, Santa? You and your stupid beard.
A world of white stretched as far as the eye could see, but there was still no sign of General Monkey.
Hey! Put it down! Bad snowflake!
What?
What is it about humankind's fascination with giant, hairy ape men living deep in the mountains? The Himalayas have their Yeti, the Rockies their Bigfoot or Sasquatch, and then there's the Chinese Yeren, Japan's Hippocampus. The list of sightings goes on and on. Were they just big bears? The last remnants of Gigantopithecus, the tallest primate in history? The debate rages on, but one thing is clear. These creatures are very real, and certainly not bald-faced lies concocted by slackers who wanted to get out of work in the coal mines, or half-baked attempts by men dressed in ghillie suits to drum up some extra cash for their Everest climb. Certainly not that.
What the heck? How do we get up?
General Monkey's down escalator only went in one direction. Down. Into the abyss.
Fight it, Kataro! Keep climbing!
Is that a...
Don't even start.
Missing a snowman head?
That's it! Keep it up! The crack's getting bigger! Almost there! Yes! Take that, popsicle!
We're missing another head already.
Why not just give up?
Oh, into the crater. This is
Kutaro, follow General Monkey right
Unintended.
into the icy maw at the mountain's peak.
Say your prayers, Eight-Face! Ah! Careful! Check it out! Not even Monkey can outrun us now! A new challenger has appeared! Don't you let him win! Yes! Right over the K line! Did you see that crisp start? That beautiful form?
penguin head. Oh, it's adorable.
Penguins on your six! Jump! That was close. What the? Oh my gosh! Hey! Nice work with the mid-flight scissoring. You training for the biathlon or what? Oh! A frozen mammoth!
Will it be? Can almost be face death. Yeah. I predicted as much. Looks like some kind of party that we didn't interact with. I think we need to replay this level again.
What? Is this a team sport now? Oh, we made it! Ah!
Our heroes tumbled from the frigid peak into a scorching volcanic crater.
Extreme! Oh, I think this thing's still alive. Ugh, finally a little peace.
No.
Behind you!
Lava can reach temperatures over 10 times the boiling point of water. A wooden puppet would be vaporized instantly.
Huh? Keep moving! Finally a little peace. Jump, jump! Behind you!
Lava can reach temperatures over 10 times the boiling point of water. A wooden puppet would be vaporized instantly.
Huh? Keep moving!
Kuturo weaved his way through the bursts of hot magma.
Deep does this go?
I told you that thing was alive!
Here we go.
You can't run away from us now, monkey!
The rocket ship. I freaking knew it.
You thought I was running away? I was running toward.
A rocket? You had a secret rocket?
He also had a secret volcanic base designed to hide the secret rocket. But gravity was no match for Kuturo as he sheared through the stratosphere and up into outer space.
Well, that's all she wrote. We're stuck here forever.
This looks like fun. Can I play?
Do we look like we're playing? Wait, Yin Yang, how'd you get up here?
Forget that. The witch has been snatched by the Moon Bear King. You have to save her.
Save her? You're kidding, right? Why would we? She was gunning for the Moonstone right from the start. At least now, she won't get in the way of reviving the goddess and sending Kataro home.
You know, I think you're missing the litter box for the droppings.
Hey, we've got two things to worry about. An ugly monkey and the Moonstone. Is the witch on that list? No! Now help us!
Fine, but hurry up and choose your transportation. You've got a monkey to pursue.
All right, I'll pick.
This is a bunch of different means. Penguins, what do you think?
Did he follow us all the way from the ice cave? That's crazy! What's
do it.
this button? Kataro, try pushing it. Gotcha now, monkey. We'll chase you out to the ends of the universe.
Good for you. I think this calls for a very special reward.
Octopuses! Space octopuses!
Actually, they're Martians.
Oh, they're hideous! Why are we always surrounded by ugly people?
On behalf of the Magical Theatre, I would just like to apologize to all our guests for that completely inappropriate comment.
I wasn't talking about...
Kuturo had reached the asteroid belt. But that's strange. Isn't it supposed to be between Mars and Jupiter?
Hello, land of dreams! Let's be a little flexible here, all right? Ugh, would you just surrender already?
Surrender this.
There are...
Oh, we're upside down.
In outer space. Only gravity. You might even say there's no such thing as left, right, forwards, backwards, yesterday, or indeed tomorrow.
It's squid! Martian squid!
No. Octopi are from Mars, but squid are from Venus. Welcome to the warp zone.
Whoa! So dramatic.
When Kuturo and Picorina were done warping, they re-emerged in a spaceship graveyard. These marvels of science and intellect have been mangled by destiny into mere shadows of their former glory.
Ew! More Martian and Venus. Venusian. Oh, even their name is...
They're lost in space. Have some compassion.
I'd get lost too if I was that gross. The space-time continuum probably bent just to avoid touching them. Wait, so down is up and up is down. Aren't we gonna confuse the audience like this?
All of our other guests are encouraged to sit upside down as required to follow along.
Uh-huh.
Warp engaged!
What? We have to do the gravity thing while warping? Man, I hate space!
I love this.
This asteroid belt shall become the belt of your graves.
Says the monkey too scared to stand and fight. Okay, we're almost caught up. This rock looks like a UFO. End of the line, Chip. It's game time.
I weary of dealing with you simpletons. The monkey gloves are off.
Look, Kataro. The stars are
Watch
on our
that heat
side.
signature,
You can touch that.
Aries. Someone's locked onto you.
Oh,
It's okay,
I hate
Scorpio.
horses.
Let that aggression out.
Scorpio's rocking the scissors too. Look, more
There's no
constellations.
shame in going in circles, Cancer. Heads up, Virgo! Explosive developments await. Now's your chance, Leo. Go ahead and pounce that boy.
My helmet! Can't breathe!
Now, Katara!
Life may
finish
take you the
him!
long way, Aquarius, but you'll get where you need to be. Go on, Pisces. Dare to be twisted. When life gets hard, Capricorn, remember that. Cut yourself a break. Keep it real, Sagittarius, because he's about to fall for your arrows big time.
The engine!
It's all over, monkey!
Now, where did I leave off? All right, Taurus.
We're done. The last moonstone shard! Katara, we did it! Can you believe it? Now we just have to fall down! Daddy!
Picarina!
Thanks, Daddy. You saved our butts.
Butts is not princess talk, young lady. Look at you, my only child, a pixie. Don't worry, I love you all the same.
It was the moon bear.
Bad monkey!
He cast a spell?
I told you to let the moon work out its own kinks! But did you listen?
Okay, no, but I was
I
worried
warned
about
you.
the moon goddess. She's always been so sweet to me, you know?
Yes, well, she had it coming. I warned her, beware the dark side of the moon! Never turn your back on the shadows! But no, I want a balance. Light and dark and equal shares. Yeah, that worked.
But Daddy, me and Kataro have worked so hard to find the moonstone shard.
Galactic issues, sweetie. Not fair to pin it on one kid.
I know.
Tell you what, I'll go have a word with this moon bear, rough him up a little, then save the goddess. How's that? Sound good?
Oh, Daddy, that would be solar.
Yeehaw!
Ew, ow, oh, ah, oh.
What?
Daddy?
We'll find another moon, honey.
Well, you're no help. Fine, we'll take care of it. Come on, Kataro.
And so, with newfound courage, Kuturo and Picarina descended from the brilliant center of the galaxy to once again face the dark terrors of the moon.
I don't think the sun is the center of the galaxy. It's the center of the solar system, but this is a magical theater.
With the help of Calibros, Kuturo defeated the menace and saved the souls of a lucky few. Well done, Kuturo! The souls he freed were homeward bound. Kuturo had finally obtained the last piece of the Moonstone. But did he stand any chance against a tyrant more powerful than the sun himself? Would peace be restored? Or would Kuturo be ripped to pieces?
Alright, before we do that, I want to get the rest of the heads in cartoon.
And so the story continues.
It won't be tough, I think. Just have to
Hot
pay more
on
attention.
General Monkey's heel.
You will never complete that. Moonstone boy, never!
Stand and fight, you coward!
At the very first glimpse of Kuturo, General Monkey ran as fast as his legs would take him.
Gee, I wonder if those icicles will fall. Careful you don't slip on the icy patches. Whoa! What is that? Sure is wobbly. I hope it doesn't collapse. Oh, I hate high places. Whoa! Watch your step. We've got slippage.
Just stay calm, dear. Slow and steady wins the race.
No, it doesn't. More Yeti. These guys are sound sleepers.
Well, who says Yeti can't hibernate?
Woohoo! A ski jump. Cool.
You know, some say that ski jumping began as a crude form of capital punishment.
Okay, not cool.
Come on.
You will never catch me!
With each passing moment, the Moon Bear King's power increased. The mountain was a stubborn, snowy sentinel, but Kuturo forced himself to trudge on. He had to complete
tunnel's
the
buried
White
in
Moonstone.
snow. Ugh,
He just
darn that
had to.
monkey.
General Monkey was a crafty one. He knew he didn't have to fight Kuturo. He'd already won, just so long as he kept the last Moonstone shard out of reach.
Nope, nope.
In the end,
It's the last
it
life.
wasn't brute strength or poison, but
It's all right.
ingenuity that was giving Kuturo the most.
Death doesn't phase us.
General Monkey was a crafty one. He knew he didn't have to fight Kuturo. He'd already won, just so long as he kept the last Moonstone shard out of reach. In the end, it wasn't brute strength or poison, but ingenuity that was giving Kuturo the most trouble.
Oh, they're fighting over it. I guess one's not enough. Aw, look at those happy campers digging.
As Kuturo climbed higher, the snow quickly turned to a blizzard. Snowballs, great and small, began tumbling down the slope. A gift from Monkey? Who knows?
There we go. Snowman head.
Did we just crash Santa's secret lair?
And you probably thought Christmas trees, stockings, and presents were an Earth thing.
There we go.
They didn't finish decorating the tree. Lame.
of one stretched as far as the eye could see, but there was still no sign of General Monkey.
What the heck? How do we get up?
General Monkey's down escalator only went in one direction. Down. Into the abyss.
Fight it, Kataro! Keep climbing!
Is that a...
Don't even start.
Big snowman.
Ha! See that? Never turn your back on nature.
And by nature, she meant a magically induced and therefore completely unnatural phenomenon.
Ho, ho, ho!
Nice. Childhood totally ruined.
Why not just give up?
Kutaro followed General Monkey right into the icy maw at the mountain's peak.
Say your prayers, Ape-Face. Oops! Oh, we scared it. Easy, fella. Check it out! Not even Monkey can outrun us now.
Come on. Select the next.
Kutaro had let us continue our adventure.
Hopefully it takes us right back to there.
Kutaro followed General Monkey
Yes, it
right
does.
into the
Thank
icy
goodness.
maw at the mountain's peak.
Say your prayers, Ape-Face. Oops! Oh, we scared it. Easy, fella. We won't eat ya.
Looks like it's gonna be okay.
Check it out! Not even Monkey can outrun us now! A new challenger has appeared! Don't you let him win! Yes! Right over the K-line! Did you see that crisp start? That beautiful form? Penguins on your six! Jump! That was close! What the? Oh my gosh! Splash! Oh, that's gotta
No,
hurt.
we're still missing someone. Gosh darn it. Ah.
What? Is this a team sport now? Oh, we made it! Ah!
Our heroes tumbled from the frigid peak into a scorching volcanic crater.
Extreme! Oh, I think this thing's still alive. Oh, finally a little peace. Jump, jump! Behind you!
Lava can reach temperatures over 10 times the boiling point of water. A wooden puppet would be vaporized instantly.
Huh? Keep moving!
Kuturo weaved his way through the bursts of hot magma.
I told you that thing was alive!
Great Scott! Everyone knows what this is. It triggered human evolution and made us intelligent. This is a...
It's a rock.
No, it's a...
A rock. An ordinary black rock. No harm in touching an ordinary black rock.
Ah! What have you done?
Get the head, Kotaro, and let's move.
UFO head.
You can't run away from us now, monkey!
You thought I was running away? I was running toward!
A rocket? You had a secret rocket?
He also had a secret volcanic base designed to hide the secret rocket. I mean, what self-respecting mad scientist wouldn't? But gravity was no match for Kuturo as he sheared through the stratosphere and up into outer space.
Well, that's all she wrote. We're stuck here forever.
This looks like fun. Can I I play?
Alright, here we go.
Fine, but hurry up and choose your
Can't do outer
transportation.
space
You've
without a
got a
flying
monkey to
saucer.
pursue.
This flashy one is the best.
Flying is for the birds. Meow.
Can't do outer space without a flying saucer.
Let's go for... yeah, this one.
Okay, all set.
Yeah, this one doesn't have
Gotcha now, monkey.
lasers.
We'll chase you out to the ends of the universe.
Oh no, that's
Good
not...
for you. I think this calls for a very special reward.
Octopuses! Space octopuses!
Actually, they're Martian.
I think it's just the penguin that has lasers.
Fine, but hurry up and choose your transportation. You've got a monkey to pursue.
All right,
Flying
I'll...
is for the birds. Meow.
Okay, all set. Gotcha now, monkey. We'll chase you out to the ends of the universe.
Good for you. I think this calls for a very special reward.
Octopuses! Space octopuses!
Actually, they're Martians.
Oh, they're hideous! Why are we always surrounded by ugly people?
On behalf of the Magical Theatre, I would just like to apologize to all our guests for that completely inappropriate comment.
I wasn't talking about...
Kuturo had reached the asteroid belt. But that's strange. Isn't it supposed to be between Mars and Jupiter?
Hello, land of dreams! Let's be a little flexible here, all right? Oh, would you just surrender already?
Surrender this.
There are no ups and downs in outer space, only gravity. You might even say there's no such thing as left, right, forwards, backwards, yesterday, or indeed tomorrow.
It's squid! Martian squid.
No. Octopi are from Mars, but squid are from Venus. Welcome to the warp zone.
Whoa, so dramatic.
When Kuturo and Picarina were done warping, they re-emerged in a spaceship graveyard. These marvels of science and intellect had been mangled by destiny into mere shadows of their
Ew! More Martian and Venus, or Venusian. Ugh, even their name is ugly.
They're lost in space. Have some compassion.
I'd get lost too if I was that gross. The space-time continuum probably bent just to avoid touching them. Wait, so down is up and up is down. Aren't we gonna confuse the audience like this?
I wish we could fast forward or something.
guests are encouraged to sit upside down as required to follow along. Warp engaged!
What? We have to do the gravity thing while warping? Man, I hate space!
This asteroid belt shall become the belt of your graves.
Says the monkey too scared to stand and fight. Okay, we're almost caught up. This rock looks like a UFO. End of the line, chimp. It's game time.
I'm weary of dealing with you simpletons. The monkey gloves are off.
Look, Kataro! The stars are on
Watch
our
that heat
side!
signature,
You can cut past.
Aries. Someone's locked onto you. It's okay, Scorpio. Let that aggression out.
Scorpio's rocking the scissors, too!
Where did we go?
Look! More
There's no
constellations!
shame in going in circles, Cancer. Heads up, Virgo! Explosive developments await. Now's your chance, Leo. Go ahead and pounce that boy.
Here we go. We had a monkey head and then we lost it immediately. We are right at the end, but we spent enough time on this level as is. So we're just gonna stop there. We have 2 levels left. And I do want to do them this week.
Kutaro had decommissioned Dragon,
We got them all.
but
We
now
just
the
need one
Moon
soul
Bear
to
King
rescue. But
possessed
that's
a
okay. Here we go.
Kutaro had finally obtained the last piece of the Moonstone. But did he stand any chance against a tyrant more powerful than the sun himself? Would peace be restored? Or would Kutaro be ripped to pieces? And so the story continues. Well, Kutaro's relunization kicked off with a horrific sight. The beautiful Castle Waxwain had been bound curtain and keep by Castle Grizzlestein's vile vines, anchored to the moon like a swan in the death squeeze of 1,000 vipers. Even now, an army of grubs was making ready to storm the goddess's Argent Palace and bring it down. Thanks to their convenient solar staircase, Kutaro and Picarina were back on moon soil.
Oh no! The White Castle! They won't be able to hold out much longer. We need to revive the goddess, like right now. So, any ideas? You think we need some kind of lunar super glue?
The only
Think we
thing
need
I
a
like
witch
better
to
than
help.
power is more power! Not even the sun can touch me now. But it's not enough. I need more. Give me all the power!
Kutaro! You have got me!
Our
You two all right?
Yin Yang!
Did you procure the last moonstone shard?
Of course. But I wish these things came with an instruction manual.
What for? It'd be written in Mune language anyway. Just get to the palace before it collapses. It's our only hope.
The moment of truth was upon them. Would they manage to un-Humpty Dumptify the Moonstone? And would the goddess really return to them if they... Kuturo and Picorina had reached the roots of the vile vines entangling the white. The duo climbed as fast as they could. They had to reach Waxwayne before it collapsed.
Yep.
Oh, wow! Is that an MBK-21 Lunar Striker? Oh, darn, it's gone!
You're supposed to be giving the play-by-play about us, you geek. We're losing precious time. Come on, Kataro!
The monstrous vines blocked Kuturo's every move, as if they had a will of their own.
Watch it! These guys are playing dirty.
It's back! The MBK-21 Lunar Striker, a.k.a. the Bear Striker. Oh, would you look at that mobility? The supple wings, the beauty of it.
Get a room with it, why don't you? We're trying to shoot it down.
You see a work of art, and all you think about is destroying it. The death ray dealing foul flowers were clad in armor as thick as a Kuma 1 tank.
Foul flowers? So that's what they're called. Why'd you wait to the end of the story to tell us? Hey, check it out! That's the White Castle just above us! We're almost there!
Oh, here come the Bear Strikers again! A whole squadron! Look at that perfect formation. Ah, here come the Paragrubbers.
Oh, that's great. We're gonna need every tool in the box.
CQ, Kuturo. Proceed to point whiskey on the double. Over.
Roger that, weirdo.
Oh no! Jumping Jehoshaphat! The Bear Strikers are going down! We have to salvage the aircraft!
What is wrong with you?
What? Can't we just peek? Maybe you could fly to the White Castle. Yes! It still works! Go, Kuturo! Take to the skies! If you want to know about human history, just look at human warfare. Since we picked up our first hatchet, the horse, the helm, and the unexplored frontiers of science have just been excuses to shed blood on a grander scale. And then the advent of aircraft brought our swathe of destruction to the skies as well. Why do we do it? Why do we let hate guide us? All we need is love, peace, and understanding.
Nah, rip those dastards apart.
We're doing so well.
At last, Kutaro had reached the base of the White Castle. But how much castle was left? The vile vines had wormed their way deep into the halls of Waxway. There wasn't much time.
Just make a break for the top. We have to put the Moonstone back together.
All at once, the Moonstone shards gleamed.
Maybe we're supposed to plug them in like this. Okay, let's do the other 11. Oh my gosh! Look at the kitty cat.
Wait, these are the generals before they became generals. This tiger, the fang.
You can't spell brat without rat.
A little rat. Let's give the wedge. What?
One sandwich coming right up. A little snake is still a snake. Ugh, that's nasty. Get rid of it.
Sheep.
I'd love to know who spoiled this brat. How come you never see skinny pigs, huh?
dog.
Oh, I want a sweet little puppy. Yes, suck it, Valvines. I like monkeys better when all they care about is stupid bananas. Free to go.
Wait.
Ah! If the lady in green wishes to dance, allow me to cut in! Ha, ha, ha! And turn! Now sweep her off her feet! Ah! Fair winds, me lad!
Right, moving on.
My thoughts exactly.
Oh, look at this little chick. Baby-sized chicken nugget.
Hey, Karina, what is wrong with you?
Look at this bunny. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, only one more. Okay, that takes care of all of them. The castle's much brighter now, but it didn't fix the moonstone. A baby dragon. Whoa, call the orthodontist. Dragon. It's a picture of the goddess with her animal friends. Oh, they look so happy together. And that food. Oh, yum. Oh, what now? Ew! Not again! But this one's up. Yeah. You like that? I think we found our problem. Let's go. Take it down.
Valiantly, Kuturo traced the vile vines to their roots at the heart of the castle.
This is just plain nasty.
Anyone can grow vile vines at home. Just leave them in dark places with plenty of moisture and foul odor.
We're trapped! The floor's wobbly. Oops. Gonna have to try it from higher up. The walls and columns are falling apart. Vines and more vines. Oh, this reminds me of that stupid birdcage I was locked in. Ooh.
Vile vines have two bulbs. You need to take special care when transplanting. Nicking the bulbs with scissors, for example, would be most innovative.
The light's getting stronger. I bet that took care of the vines upstairs. Creepy. Nothing should have this many eyeballs. Do something, Kitaro.
go!
This column looks all busted up. Nice! I see a room!
Behold the other bulb. Fortunately, vile vines are able to regenerate as long as one of their two bulbs remains intact. So, if you love your vile vines, make absolutely certain not to damage that other bulb.
Come on.
Next up, how to weed your garden. Step 1, ready scissors. Step 2, cut that vine's bulbs off. Can we play on the merry-go-round? Hey, who said you grubs get to use it? I was here first.
While Kutaro and Piccolino were struggling to defeat the vile vines, the grubs got to play with...
No! My merry-go-round! These eyeballs don't get any prettier the second time around. I mean, they're like looking at me. Stop! Man, this thing sure puts up a fight when its bulbs are on the line. Now move in for the kill.
Just making sure we've gotten all the grubs here.
This is it, Kataro. One mighty shot.
At last, the vile vines, lord of all things botanical, had been vanquished by Kutaro. The Moonstone's big moment was just on. Despite the Moon Bear King's countless schemes, the Moonstone was about to be made whole again.
Kataro!
The white Moonstone's pure light was restored, and it rained down upon the moon as power surged back into Castle Waxway. And there was hope.
What's happening to me? Did Kutaro finally... Wait! I remember now! It's me! I am...
My lovely little bear, I have returned, and your machinations must be stopped. The balance must be restored.
You wish.
Ah! Let me out of here! Now! I command it!
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the toughest guy of all?
You know who the strongest is. Kutaro!
With a flash of Calibris, Kutaro felled the frightful monster and freed the soul of every last child in the fiend's clutches. Well done, Kutaro! The souls he freed were homeward bound. With the future of Earth and Moon hanging in the balance, Castle Black loomed larger than ever. Inside, Kutaro must face his mortal enemy, the Moon Bear King. The final battle draws near. It's the beginning of the end, folks.
Let's do this.
Now back to Kutaro's tale.
Final battle.
Ah, fate. As the forces of light and darkness said Marco, what could the moon say but Polo? The bitter struggle for power between the shimmering castle Waxwayne and the shadowy castle Grizzlestein had reached a healthy boil. Hero and tyrant would soon have their final showdown. At stake were not just one boy's fate, but the fate of the whole moon, and the Earth, and the sun, and galaxy, and... well, let's just say he better not mess up. Now it just so happens, Kutaro and Picarina weren't the only ones who had refused to give up on the White Castle.
A battle be brewing, me hearties! Man the long toms! Raise those mizzen masts! Look alive, me buckos! There be no getting the Davies now! Aim for the Black Castle! Where be my coxswain? Yin Yang! Faster! Put your back in it!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Me buxom beauty Esma Potts has need of her able seamen. Fire! Fire!
Thanks to Kutaro, the White Castle had been restored. And now the stage was set for their epic clash with Castle Grizzlestein.
Blimey, that firepower! Kutaro, me lad, why haven't you stormed the enemy vessel?
You're the pirate! Oh, all right, fine. We'll do it, since you're obviously not gonna.
Handsomely now. Trajectory locked. Fire! Sail straight and true, me lad. The moon needs you, me bucko.
Kutaro busted right into the Black Castle's drive chamber. Destroying this section ought to stop Grizzlestein in its tracks.
Careful if you don't want to be a pancake. What? We're trapped! There must be a way out.
Bomb. Slam.
Okay! We're free!
further into the Black Castle they wandered, the bigger the gears seemed to get. Was the castle itself resisting them?
Going for the fast
Hold
one.
up, lad! We can't take much more of this!
It's not our fault we're stuck at a stoplight. There! If we can take out that humongous gear...
Come on.
Kutaro cut his way toward the main shaft. He had to destroy this massive gear and bring the castle to a screeching halt.
Here we go. Cut.
You did it! Let's see this overblown fortress try and move now.
Well done, me bucko! I knew you had it in you!
But there was no time to celebrate.
Trajectory locked! Fire!
And off our hero blasted toward his grisly, grizzly target.
That smokestack looks like a way in.
And sure enough, the smokestack led right into the engine. It took the fire and brimstone sort of fire to keep this castle stoked. Kutaro jumped over to the cylinders and cut through the belches of smoke. It took the fire and brimstone sort of fire to keep this castle stoked. Kutaro jumped over to the cylinders and cut through the belches of smoke. But there was no time to celebrate.
Trajectory locked! Fire!
And off our hero blasted toward his grisly, grizzly target.
That smokestack looks like a way in.
And sure enough, the smokestack led right into the engine. It took the fire and brimstone sort of fire to keep this castle stoked. Kutaro jumped over to the cylinders and cut through the belches of smoke.
Are those grubs hanging there? Correction. Ex-grubs?
The Black Castle used trolleys to transport fuel.
Ah! A grub! Hey, don't play with your heads like that.
Kuturo slid down the trolley rails.
There goes the head.
And narrowly avoided a messy accident. Another trolley waited just past the exhaust pipes.
We've got company! Hurry! A makeshift barricade? Like that'll save him! Oh man, I am roasting! Didn't we burn enough calories in Act 5? Ouch! Oh, don't get too close! Nice!
As my pots, me sweet, see how me cannons blast for thee.
Just break, you stupid castle!
Patience, love. Kuturo will save ye. Aye.
Save your own dang witch! Crawl into a cannon and go get her yourself!
Fire!
Ah! Look out for the thunderclouds! They'll sizzle us in a second!
Kuturo blasted out of yet another cannon toward his third Black Castle invasion. He was starting to feel right at home.
Huh. Brief water break.
What's this painting on the wall? A grub?
Ugh.
Gosh! It's a super grub! No! A mega grub! Or maybe it's the introduction to the bonus thingy.
Correct! Kuturo, come on down! Behold, a state-of-the-art grub manufactory at the heart of the Black Castle.
Well, we didn't do it. Gosh darn it.
A conveyor belt! Keep moving or it'll carry you away!
This mechanism enabled the Black Castle to auto-reload its cannons.
No wonder they're able to keep counting us. A ninja bomb ought to make short work of those explosives.
Now we go down. Let's see.
A ninja bomb ought to make short work of those explosives.
At last, the gunpowder mill that powered Grizzlestein's weaponry. A mishap here would blow the whole castle sky high.
That's it! Keep it up! Kotaro, careful! Your footing! Almost there! Oh, yes!
Pick out.
Okay, now run!
What?
We're gonna
Hold
get
on, hold
caught
on, hold
in the
on.
blast!
Is that one the black hat?
Now run! We're gonna get caught in the blast!
Yeah.
Where are we? Is this someone's bedroom? What kind of baby keeps this many teddy bears around? Yes! A secret passage!
Between Castle Waxwane's fusillades and Kuturo's own efforts, the Black Castle had finally screeched to a halt. Its ramparts ruptured and baileys blazed, and the victors' cheering echoed through its dying hall.
Whoa! Hold on! The Moon Bear King is still in there! We have to finish him off or the children will never get their souls back. And Kotaro, neither will you!
So you destroyed my castle. Big deal. Who needs a castle when I am already invincible?
Poor little bear.
You are in no position to pity me. I am all-powerful!
And what does that achieve? It won't fill the emptiness in your heart. You have no friends you trust, no family to love, no subjects who love you back. You're still just the lonely little bear you've always been. Power changes nothing.
I don't need love. My subjects and soldiers, and the people of the moon and the children of the earth, serve just one purpose: to feed my hunger.
What the duck? That's cheating!
Now, Kuturo had done a lot of growing up during his journey, but the tyrant had just one-upped him in a big way. And unfortunately, 'tis mathematically proven that nastiness is directly proportional to body mass.
Here we go.
Once again, the Moon Bear King loomed before our hero. His sheer size alone put small mountains to shame.
I'll devour the whole moon, if that's what it takes to get rid of you. Roar!
It worked! A little. Okay, now get his left foot.
Time to go.
You brat! Aha!
The boy was a whirlwind, and at last, the tyrant bent the knee.
Try Calibrus on for size, you monster!
This proves nothing! I'm still the lord of all the universe!
That's it, Taro! One step at a time. We have to
Gotcha.
free all the children!
I know what you're thinking, but it won't work!
Actually, I'm pretty sure it will.
Cheeky little whelp! Admit it! You... You're finished! You pipsqueak! What are you doing?
No! Try again!
You pipsqueak! What are you doing? No, don't! Stop this at once!
The quote-unquote all-powerful tyrant was getting taken apart at the seams by Calibrus. Soul after soul slipped out of his stuck
That's it! Keep it up! Well, you give up?
No, not until I devour everything! So long!
Let's go down to the ground and fight against him!
No! Ow! Curse you! I can't... I hate you!
Round 3.
Oh man! I think he's gonna cry!
tyrant was in tatters. He hardly looked like a king at all now.
You I can't have the universe, or even the moonstone. Then at least I'll destroy you!
Careful! He's desperate!
You're taking all of you with me! Take this!
Ew. Three.
Adios, Cubby.
No! It's not over!
He's back to normal size! Finish him!
Why, Kuturo? Why do you ruin it?
Final round.
Kuturo! All I wanted was the moon! You take this! Wait, I did. All I wanted was the moonstones! Die! I hate you! No, that wasn't it either.
Well, what the heck did you want? I hope it was worth it!
Silence! All I wanted. All I wanted was... Kuturo! What was it?
Oh, yes! The goddess! Oh, I'm so glad you're safe!
Thank you, Kotaro. You were very brave.
Ah!
Ahoy! Where be me fair Esma?
Right here, Romeo.
No!
The Moon Witch, Esma Potts, is really the Moon Goddess. Didn't we go over this?
No, you mangy feline, we didn't!
Well, it's your fault for not asking.
When the Moonstone was shattered, my memories and powers were jumbled, and I was transformed. Captain Gaff, I shall never forget your kind attentions.
Soften me timber! The one perfect beauty in this hideous world! Gone! All be darkness!
I'm not done with you yet. I don't need their power.
The children, they were my only friends.
Kuturo!
doing?
What's the meaning of this?
Want to be my friend? Really?
You're lying! I will not be mocked if you're really my friend. You can stay here forever. You
Kotaro, get the Black Moonstone from Little Bear. We have to set things right again. Little Bear, that power is too much for you. Give it back.
Without this, I'm nothing. I'd just be me. Would you still be my friend? Housed to the bitter end? Oh, Kutaro.
And so the two moonstones were joined together, light and shadow waxing and waning in balance, the way the night sky had always meant them to.
Don't fret, one little head. You have grown to 100 times the boy you used to be. So big is your soul that your old head would hardly fit.
Quite right. Kutaro, how will we stay friends if you're going far, far away? Hush now, little bear. You have a friendship, and that is a ship that can sail anywhere. Once tight, always tight. We'll always be friends, even the goddess.
Really? I must remain impartial.
I suppose she'd rather consort with stuffed animals in her magic castle. Poor thing.
I heard that.
And so Kutaro's journey to save the moon came to a grand and joyous conclusion.
Yeah! Come back to me, Esma Potts, flower of the moon. Would that I could pluck you again. Davy Jones, take me. Me world be hellfire!
For most of the parties concerned. Come one, come all, to the most phenomenal, most extraordinary, most unimaginable puppet show you've ever experienced. Welcome to the magical theater of the strange...
That was it. That was Puppeteer. An extraordinary game. I always love it. I think just as we close out, we're going to look at the head collection. We're missing only one head. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say, this head's only found when you replay the final level. Which I'd be happy to do, but it's taken us a long time. We're a bit over due on the stream end, so I might save that for another moment. Not a full stream, mind you. Maybe just like a mini episode. Yeti, the evolution of an ancient race who took a spill while skiing, got stranded, and miraculously evolved into the first moon Yeti. Centuries later, the Yeti still ski, oblivious to the secrets of their past. They still suck at it. Who knows what they might evolve into next? Snowman. The chef d'oeuvre of the snowmandler. Small but powerful, these marvelous insects utilize their hind legs to roll snow into a ball. The resulting snowman becomes their home, which they adorn with a face and arms to scare off predators. 2 stories indicate a couple, and a third, a child in the family. Christmas tree. A moon realm tradition. Every year, on the moon goddess's birthday, moon folk decorate a tree in her honor. The goddess rewarded their kindness with presents, but after hitting middle age, 4,000 or so, birthdays felt less like a celebration and more like a knife to the gut. The tradition continues without her. Penguin. A hive-minded creature that watches and then mimics its peers. If one starts waddling, they all waddle. If one starts sliding, they all slide. A hot scarf catches on, they all wear it. Yes, moon penguins ought to be more like humans, who always unfailingly assert their independence without fail. So adorable. UFO. A robotic vacuum cleaner designed to automatically clean the surface of planets with the press of a switch. Its internal sensors allow it to detect and avoid any anomalies in the terrain. However, a failed test run on Earth in the 1970s proved that some planets are just too filthy to tidy up. Monkey, General Monkey's assistant. He started out as a lucky test subject for the boss's serums, until one potion triggered a fascinating side effect: intelligence. Since then, he has masterminded most of his boss's projects and received 0 credit, which in scientific community is known as collaboration. Fighter plane. A newborn MBK-21 lunar striker, aka Cub Striker. Baby fighter jets cannot fly at birth and undergo intense air combat training from their parents before leaving the nest. The Black Castle is attempting to counteract the overhunting of lunar strikers and repopulate the species by farms called strikers. Gaff. A washed-up rock star who took up theater. He lives and breathes his roles, to the point where actors portraying villains need extra padding. The heroines carry pepper spray. A whirlwind romance with the moon goddess's actress led to marriage, which led to divorce when he cheated on her with the next actress. Moon Goddess, the diva of the theater, whose judicious expression belies a frightful lack of common sense. Kutaro's adventure began as a love story between her and Gaff, but her flighty behavior and childish tantrums led to an 11th hour rewrite. She and Picorina get along like a match and gasoline. White Castle. A plastic model of Castle Waxwayne, complete with a 3-inch figurine of the Moon Goddess. While she herself commissioned this Castles of the Solar System series, most pious moonfolk didn't dare touch it for fear of divine retribution. It has since vanished from store shelves and fetches high prices at auction. Also, quick note, it says it's the 3-inch figurine. It looks about half of Kutero's height as the puppet, so does that make Kutero 6 inches? Wow. Grub. A trio of actors who handle all grub roles. After exiting, dead grubs return as fresh grubs. When more grubs are needed, the same trio performs the extra roles using puppets. The theater realizes what a treasure is in these three and has given them a green room with a portcullis for protection. Black Castle. A statue of Castle Grizzlestein, sold in its gift shops. Since no one wants to go anywhere near the castle, and those who do are summarily eaten, statues now collect dust in large supply. Grubs, weavers, and even the generals were forced to buy one, but only a bulldozer could make these disappear now. Moon Bear King. A former circus and theater extra who dreams of superstardom. As timid as he is massive, the young actor was initially cast as Patsies and Fall Guys, but Lionel recommended he get a shot at the big leagues. With support from his animal friends and tough love from G, he overcame his stage fright to portray a tyrant. Number 99, Not Found. If you've already got the big bear, you can get the little one the same way. Number 100, Kuturo. The lucky boy chosen, thousands of hopefuls to play the hero of this story. Audiences love his wire stunts and knack for action. However, his wooden acting abilities nearly killed the production. All his dialogue had to be cut, his face cleverly hidden behind other heads. That's all there is to it. There is a picture book, but I think I'm going to do, as part of the mini episode where I get the final head, number 99, I think I'm going to do the picture book as well. Just because in the event that it is sad and depressing, like all previous picture books are, I don't want to end the stream on a downer. So, thank you all so very much for watching. If you made it this far, I hope you leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed. Man, it's been a great time. Well, that's all. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye-bye.